Buff Nation owns real estate in rival fan bases' heads, rent-free, utilities included. We've got Georgia Tech, Oregon, Nebraska, and Colorado State, all of them pacing at night.
Be advised, my OnlyFans is now 20% off.
Weirdos are gonna come after y'all.
Prime got draws, man. What's wrong with y'all? Prime got draws with great packaging.
Oh, no. I don't know who told you that.
Georgia Tech fans are so desperate for bulletin board material that they're digging through old VHS tapes as if Blockbuster had just reopened, and the only thing left on the shelf is Colorado highlights. Buff Nation, I've seen desperation. I've seen rivals lie, spin, and flat out beg for a reason to feel disrespected. But Georgia Tech fans? Oh Lord, they just set the Guinness World Record for most desperate fan base on planet Earth. Apparently, they found a video clip from last year, mind you, when Coach Hart was talking about Utah. Let me repeat that, UTAH. And what did Coach Hart say?
We strike these linemen, we've seen them when they pull, they're not physical. They're just getting in the way to create violence because they got skill guys. So be physical with them, and we set the tone.
They aren't physical. They're just bodies getting in the way for their skill guys. And now, Georgia Tech fans are sprinting around Twitter pretending that quota's about Georgia Tech this week. Y'all, that's not bulletin board material, that's a history lesson. Georgia Tech fans are acting like CSI investigators. This is insane. Georgia Tech fans are hunched over laptops in a dark basement like FBI agents analyzing the Epstein files. They've got screenshots, red circles, blurry arrows. Enhance, all to prove that a 2023 quote about Utah is somehow Colorado's latest war cry against Georgia Tech. It's giving Epstein files vibes, cover up. Nicolas Cage is about to bust in and yell, "The clue was on Coach Hart's whiteboard the whole time." Meanwhile, Buff Nation is just chilling. We know what the clip was about. Utah. Big, physical Utah. But Georgia Tech fans? They're out here connecting dots that don't exist, like Charlie from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. And then Clayton Powell-Lee decided to poke the bear. As if the recycled Utah clip wasn't enough, Georgia Tech's safety. Clayton Powell-Lee decided to add some fuel to the fire. He said, "I know they bring out celebrities, they do all this crazy stuff, but we're playing football. Ain't none of them playing. They could hype people all they want, but you're on the field, not them."
Any thoughts on playing in the elevation or facing this crowd or just in general going out to Colorado?
Everybody says it's a different experience, but I've experienced some crazy stadiums since being here. So just knowing that, not trying to overhype it, honestly, like it's another game. I know they bring out celebrities, they do all this crazy stuff, but we're playing football. Then none of them playing. They can hype you up all they want to, but you on the field, not them.
Now let's be honest. That wasn't some harmless little comment. That was disrespect. That was shade aimed right at Buff Nation. Because what Clayton really meant was, y'all need your little celebrity circus to feel big, but we're not impressed. Oh, okay, tough guy. Funny thing is, you won't be impressed either when Jordan Seaton plants you in the turf. Talk slick about Buff Nation's culture all you want. But once the whistle blows, culture is exactly what separates Colorado from teams like Georgia Tech. We don't just play football, we create an atmosphere that terrifies opponents before the first snap. And yes, Clayton, the celebrities may not play, but Buff Nation sure as hell does. Here's the truth. Buff Nation owns real estate in rival fan bases' heads, rent-free, utilities included. We've got Georgia Tech, Oregon, Nebraska, and Colorado State, all of them pacing at night, scrolling through old footage, trying to find anything they can call disrespect, because deep down, they know what's coming. They know Colorado is a culture. They know when the cameras show up in Boulder, it's not just a game, it's a spectacle. Celebs, rappers, legends, the whole circus, and that terrifies them. It's not the old Utah clip that scares them, it's the prime effect. Things Georgia Tech fans will call bulletin board material. Next, at this rate, here's what Georgia fans are going to be mad about next week. Coach Prime says, "Good morning." Georgia fans, Wow, so you're saying Georgia Tech wakes up lazy? Jordan Seaton orders pancakes at breakfast. Georgia Tech fans, he's mocking our O-line. DJ McKinney posts a workout video. Georgia Tech fans, he's calling our defensive backs weak. Buff Nation wears black and gold. Georgia Tech fans, they stole our colors. Newsflash, we didn't. So let's keep it real. Georgia Tech fans are desperate. They're scavenging through old Utah film like it's a lost episode of Unsolved Mysteries, screaming about bulletin board material that doesn't exist. And now Clayton Powell-Lee is out here throwing shade at Buff Nation's culture like that's gonna rattle us. But here's the thing. It doesn't rattle us. It motivates us. Every word, every recycled clip, every weak jab, it just fuels Colorado's fire. So, Georgia Tech, whoever wants some, keep watching old videos and talking slick. We'll be over here stacking highlights and handing out L's. And Clayton, thanks for the disrespect. Buff Nation will take it from here.
I'm coming. I already made reservations. That's the belief. Are you the belief or the believer? I know who I am. You gotta find out who you are. I'm coming.